Chapter 10. Sri Sadguru said, in the Gurjara kingdom, there was a reputed yogi called Kevalrama, popularly known as Kevalram. He was an unswerving man of faith and was very courageous. He strictly adhered to brahmacharya. He had complete control of all senses and was a man of renunciation. He presented a very tranquil appearance, bearing a staff, wearing a dress made of barks of tree and the hide of deer, and with matted hair. He was calm, lean due to fasting, and had conquered anger fully. He was an Atmajnani and had Jnanadrishti. He was a great tapasvi and was the greatest of the people who had mastered the Shastras. That Mahatma trod the earth with penance and with an unshakable determination to revive the Sanatana Dharma. That yogi, who was an Atmajnani, was much disturbed to see the world afflicted by Kali and had unrighteousness as its only aim. He became tired of preaching Dharma to the world. No one paid heed to the preachings of Dharma as his holy Bharat was clouded by Kali. Sad and aggrieved, he reached the cave of Govardhana hill. He did very severe penance there, praying for the well-being of this universe. After some time, pleased with his tapas, Sri Bhagavan Bhakta Kolahala appeared before him as follows. He was clad in exquisite yellow silk. He was showering mercy. He was having black and curly locks dangling. He stood before him with lips like the tender leaves, his eyes so long that they almost touched his ears, his cheeks shining like a mirror, his neck beautified by the necklaces, his ears decorated with kundalas, his person rubbed with harid chandan, kasturi tilak smiling on his forehead, his upper cloth decked with golden threads, his waist adorned with kinkini, his hands resting on the higher hips, his hands resting on his hips, his body shimmering like a dark blue colored clouds and beautiful like the crore of Manmathas. He appeared before him with the enchanting flute and studded with varied ornaments like the anklets. Lord Radharamana appeared as a refuge of all, engaged in holy rasa dance with goddess Radha. Having this darshan of the Lord colored as dark blue clouds, the Lord of Radha and the head of all Rasikas, the yogi, found himself in an ecstatic state beyond description and fainted. Lord Sri Krishna lifted the seer, who was a great brahmachari with great mercy, and said these sweet and meaningful words. Sri Bhagavan said, my child, why do you unnecessarily torture yourself doing such severe penance in this Kali Yuga? Look at this miserable world afflicted by Kali. The evils of Kali cannot be controlled by penance. Only taking my command, this Kali is enveloping this entire world. In this Kali, amidst all these evils, there is a great blessing. It is an unquestionable truth that one can rid of all these evils and attain salvation only with the help of Nama Sankirtan. On this earth, you chant my divine name incessantly and making others also do the same thing. It is an undefeatable truth that all miseries will come to an end because of the power of Nama Kirtan. The miseries of Kali will not get eradicated as long as the world does not develop faith in the power of Nama Sankirtan. The Yogindra prayed, O Swami, the Lord of all the worlds, the gracious Father of those who have surrendered to you wholeheartedly, O Govinda, please uplift with grace the world that has drowned in the evils of Kali. O Krishna, those people who are mortals, who indulge only in sinful activities, who are tossed by fears and sorrows of different kinds, do not respect you. O gracious, O Lord, you please be born on this earth and conquer the ferocious Kali. Sri Bhagavan replied, O Yogi, my incarnations are limited to the 3 yugas only. In Kali, I am not taking an avatara, hence I am in the Archavatara form and carry on the divine play. Even in Kali, out of mercy, I invisibly reside in the Archavatara. Only the great bhaktas realize my presence and power. I always reside invisible in the Archavatara, pleased with those bhaktas who worship me with single minded devotion, with Nama Sankirtan, etc. The Yogindra said, Govinda, Lord of Lords, Head of Devas, O Sanatana, Eternal, in that case, please give me darshan always in the Archavatara form, as you are the Bhaktavatsala, overpowering the talents of all sculptors. You take a form of your own, Swayambhu, for the sake of the Bhaktas. Sri Sadguru continued, heeding the prayers of the yogi, Lord Govinda, the merciful, and the Bhaktavatsala assumed the Archavatara form. Bhagavan Sri Hari took the Archavatara form with the same expression on the face that was there during his conversation with the yogi. The great yogi bathed the Murti that was the abode of all worlds, beauties, and was quite alluring with Yamuna water. The yogi worshipped him daily with the offerings of the flowers and the fruits found on the banks of the holy Yamuna. He stayed on the banks of the Yamuna for a long time, singing his divine name and cherishing his Leela. This ends chapter 10, entitled Kevalrama Yogindra Charitam of Book 10 of Sri Vaishnava Samhita, composed by Shri Krishna Premi Swamigal.